What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. It's Rahul. We have a new set. All of our Fusion Arts, Fusion Strike cards have been revealed over in Japan. So we're going to look at this 100 card mini set today and kind of my initial thoughts on what could be good and what to keep an eye out for. Obviously, we don't get a full Fusion Strike set in these cards exactly, because it'll also include some of the Gengar VMAX and Talion VMAX, those kinds of cards probably, and some other stuff that we'll see. But this is, I believe, probably our last VMAX set, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I think DP Block starts soon, or Diamond and Pearl Block will start soon. So here it is. I'm using Poke Beach as a resource here today. I was going to use Poke Guardian, but they didn't have everything up. So here are the scans individually. I can't read Japanese, unfortunately, despite everything that I've tried in life and used Duolingo. But here we are. Let's zoom in a little bit so this looks a little bit better for you guys, I think. Or is this fine? This is fine, I think. Yeah, this is fine. Caterpie, nothing crazy. Metapod's hard body, very typical ability that you'd expect. Now this is a cool thing. As Butterfree has tricolor scales, when you play this card from your hand to evolve, you can burn, confuse, and poison. Now that's effectively 40 damage plus whatever else you're doing. But I don't think it's like as good as, like, it's not worth it in a slot, like as a slot in a deck. But it'd be a really cool deck to make as like a content creator or something else on the side. Shroomish and Breloom are just both really bad. I mean, this Breloom could be played in with Cherim for the 150, but again, it's a stage 1 that has 120 HP, so it's almost never surviving. Maractus, Ditch and Shake, discard as many number of tools as you want from your hand. I think there's something else that does something with tools in this set, or I've like another card that brings back tools. So maybe Ditch and Shake plus like Cherim could be really good, but you don't play like heavy energy maybe, and then you just play like a ton of tools, like Lucky Eggs, etc., etc. Could be cute. Shelmet into this Excadrill. This Excadrill is bad. These are both just not good. I guess it's a Fusion Strike Pokemon, so maybe I'm missing some Fusion Strike cards that I haven't seen yet that could make it better. Virizion is bail out, put 2 Pokemon into your hand, and Solar Beam, so both not great. Electrification with Grubbin, attach a lightning energy. I like this kinds of art is cool for me. Surprise attack 50, nothing great, but I'm assuming there's a Vigavolt in the set if there is a Grubbin with electrification. So that should be interesting to see, because the Vigavolts we've had in the past, the stage 2 Vigavolts, have all been pretty decent. So, Queen's Order, discard 20 plus 40 for each bench Pokemon you discard, grass colorless. Not bad. Not bad, especially in a meta if things like Umbreon and Moltres get more and more popular. You can definitely prey off the back of that and do stuff with it. 2 retreat cost is not great. 200 HP is also not great. So it's not a V that I'd write home about or get excited for, but it's cool. Growlithe, accelerates a fire. Arcanine, nothing crazy. Chandelure, it's got Baby Poltergeist 40x, which is, I think, pretty good. Because your minimum probably always hitting for like 120. Yeah. Your minimum probably hitting for 120. So it could be really good. And then Binding Heat is no tools, which doesn't really make a difference, in my opinion. And 70x for Max Poltergeist. So if there's a way to put items back into people's hand, very strong. But I think it's a cool fire attacker. I think it's a cool card. I don't think it's amazing, but it's cool. Fire Gathering 20 attach. 90 plus 3 is 180 to one of the bench. We don't have any Fire Excel right now, but if we did, this would be a really cool card. Like as a 1-prizer, but we don't. Fervent Lesson on Oricorio. As long as this Pokemon's in play, your Fusion Strike take 20 less from your opponent's attack. Very cool. And then Passionate Drop is also like just a good attack. Basically just Eviolite for all of your Fusion Strike mons, which is pretty cool. Water Soak, nothing crazy. Water Energy. Rapid Fisted Star. Oh man. Oh man. Do I have some stuff to say about that one. It's a Rapid Strike Pokemon. I assumed with Rapid Fisted Star, you may discard any number of water energy from this Pokemon. For each energy, choose one of your Pokemon, do 30 to it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy to write home about. If that was on a basic, maybe. Totodile, Crocodile, anything crazy. This Feraligatr is really funny. I saw this on Twitter last night, and I was like, lol, I want to make I'm gonna get a deck out of this. Berserk, when you play this card to evolve, flip a coin. If heads, discard the top 5 cards of your opponent deck. If tails, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. So we're just gonna like try to mill, but we might mill ourselves. That's the meme here. That's the caveat. So these are 3 cards I really like. So Clamperl, Gorbis, and Huntail, I just really read these 2 in the wrong order, are all Fusion Strike Pokemon. But Huntail has Single Strike Jammer, so as long as it's in play, your opponent's Single Strike Pokemon requires single colorless energy more to attack. And then Gorbis, Rapid Strike Canceller, as long as this Pokemon's in play, your opponent's Rapid Strike have no abilities. So this means that Inteleon has no abilities, which is mostly the most important part of Rapid Strike shutting down, and Single Strike need 1 more energy, which means things like Umbreon, as well as the Urshifus will need an extra energy, which could really doom them, because a lot of the time, they'll need to find that extra urn in the following turn or something like that, and that just makes their game plan harder. Crabominable V, very interesting card. Overturn, discard the top 2 cards, so mill. And then Water Colorless, 90 plus 60 for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's actually kind of cool. It is 3 energy cost, so you can't really play like Noivern Sableye-esque, but you could probably tech this into something like a Noivern deck. Or if you're playing a water deck that already has like Inteleon in it and maybe like Melanie, maybe you could do something with this. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like 90 plus 60. It's a lot of damage. Pyukumuku Fling. What a cool art. Once during this turn, if you this card's in your hand, you put this card in the bottom of your deck, then draw 1 card. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Pyukumuku Altaria, maybe? Like you have Altaria, and then you have like 1 Pyukumuku in the deck, so you can level ball for the Pyukumuku, put it in your hand. Altaria supporter onto the top of the deck, Pyukumuku Fling to the bottom, bring the card back. I mean, Oranguru is just strictly more efficient, but this is kind of funny. So, Snom, search your deck for 2 water, put them into your hand. 160 Blizzard Loop, put all energy back into your hand. I mean, this would be really cool, except Marnie exists in the format, so. Helioptile, Heliolisk, nothing crazy. There's a Charger Bug and Vikavolt. Charger Bug is whatever, as always. A Vikavolt is Lightning, Colors, discard 2 Lightning and do 200 on your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. Electric Blaster is pretty good. We don't have any way to accelerate Lightning, however, besides Bolt Hunt. So on a stage 2, this might not be worth it, especially with fighting weakness. Makes it hard to play, but. New Bolt Hunt V, 30, switch. 120 for Lightning Colors and 30. Both are really, really weak attacks. The other Bolt Hunt is just strictly better, I think. The Bolt Hunt VMAX also brings over Lightning Storm. I guess Bolt Storm is the other attack. But this is 30 plus 30 times. So, strictly better in terms of damage output. And then Max Bolt. This says 230, but this says 240. I clearly see a 230 here. I'm going to assume this means it's 230 damage. And you can't use it next turn. But that's still a lot of damage. So Max Bolt, or like Max Bolt early into like Lightning Storms, can kind of clean up any game, which means Lightning also gets another footing and an actual attacker instead of like using Tapu Koko VMAX, like, I don't know, like Peasants. Toxel, Fusion Strikemon into Toxicity, which has Max Downer. All VMAX Pokemon's 30 less, which does make one-shotting a lot more easy, maybe two-shotting a lot more easy. You could even probably evolve into this to reduce their HP. I don't know if this stacks or not. If this stacks, this would be pretty insane, actually. If you can get like 3 Toxicity into play, that's minus 90 out of VMAX, which would really, really like screw them over. Like you could do like a Victini Toxicity deck. Victini VMAX Toxicity would be really, really cool. Something that hits for like 270, maybe, and then play 3 Toxicity or something, or 2 Toxicity. Could be cool. Could be funny. Nothing cool with Jinx here. Mew Psychic, the poster child of this set, I guess. Look at that art. That's a very cool art. I love Mitsuhiro Arita. Energy makes your deck for 1 energy attached to one of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. It's any energy, so it's fine. That's really cool. Psycho Jump 70 and shuffle it back in. And then Cross Fusion, choose one of your bench Fusion attack and then copy it. And then Max Miracle, Psychic 130, and it's Shred. So Shred is really cool, but we have to see what Fusion type Mons we can steal attacks from. So far, the attacks have not been really that crazy good, so not even been like worth writing home about. Grasp, put 2 tool cards into your hand. So this works with the Maractus, I guess. So Maractus Granbull could be a deck. Could be interesting. Galarian Cursula is a compulsory restoration. Put a basic V Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. Then put damage counters on until it has 30 left. Interesting. It's basically target whistle on a stage 1. which isn't bad, I guess. But what's the combination? What's the gimmick behind the rest? Let's figure it out as we go. Deoxy is very good, 80 plus 80 if it has any fusion energy attached to it, but it fulfills all three of the requirements of rapid, single, and the other thing. So you could pretty much get like a fusion energy out of your deck attached to it, as well as like a rapid energy after that, and then do 160 for 2 attachments. Or single energies to get more damage as well, because you're a single strike Pokemon. Muna Musharna. No, nothing crazy to write home about for either of these guys. I like Meloetta. I saw this card before when the early Fusion Strike cards were being revealed, and I was like, this is a really cool card, even though it only has 90 HP. I think this card can really do something. Cape of Toughness gives it a little more HP, puts you in a better range. But Melodious Echo for a second color is 70 times the number of fusion energy attached to your Pokemon. And if you have all 4 in your deck, that's 280 right there. If you can like turbo excel them onto the board. I don't remember if there was a way to recycle fusion energy, which is the only thing I'm a little bit hesitant about. So we'll get there when we get there. Dreepy, Dracloak, and Dragapult are all fusion. Fusion Assault is 30 times the number of fusion strike Pokemon you have in play, so you can max out at 180 on a stage 2 that's very bad. On a stage 2 that's very bad. Does a Dracloak do anything? Nope. 20, 10, nope. Geodude, Graveler, and then Golem, which has Desperate Bomber. Very interesting ability. If this Pokemon is knocked out by opponents from attack, put 10 damage counters on the opposing Pokemon. Very piss poor ability for a stage 2. And the attack is like not great either. The whole line is just bad. Garbage. Onyx Stelix. This would be called like a cube, I guess. Like a cube format. But 20 times X on Rage. And then 180 and 30 to each of your bench. What a bad Earthquake. I thought 10 was a lot of damage. Wow, okay. But it's not Steel type. It's actually Fighting type, which is interesting. Drillbur, and then Drillbur doesn't do anything, which means Excadrill is in the set on Metal. Phalanx, 60 plus 160 if they have 1 prize card remaining, but this is not a Rapid Strike Pokemon, and there's no way to accelerate energy. So even though this is really cool, if this was Rapid Strike, maybe it'd be better. So you could like Raihan Rapid Strike energy. But this is not it. Sorry, Phalanx. Galarian Zigzagoon, Lick, one of my favorite Pokemon. Paralyze, Rear Kick 30. This is really cool art. And then this is the new Obstagoon, Shush. Choose your own opponent's attacks. They can't attack next turn. Merciless Strike, 60 plus 90 if they have damage counters on it. That's pretty cool. Doesn't feel better than the other Obstagoon, but you do have 2-shot potential now on a stage 2. So yeah. This is a really cute Trubbish art. I like this. Call for Family. Poison Breath. Garbodor, 30. They're poisoned. DDC, Sludge Pool. Okay. Vullaby is what it is. This Mandibuzz is cool. Bone Seal. During your opponent's next turn, they can't use any cards in their hand to evolve the defending Pokemon. Defending. Damn, dude. I thought that said the whole board, and I was going to be like, wow, this guy's really, really good. You can just stop VMAXs from ever happening. That's crazy. No. Okay. I've just been sorely misled. Hoopa is Psychic and Dark, which means you get both weaknesses and both resistances, which could be a blessing and a curse, but those are both two of probably the best typings to be right now, Psychic and Dark, because there's so many things that are weak to purple and so many things that are weak to Dark that are good in this format. And it's also a Fusion Strike Mon, so this is our first real look at a Fusion Strike Mon that could be good. Dark Colorless, 170, put 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon. Not bad. Dark Colorless means we one-shot anything. 3 damage counters is not a big issue, and we can take out Urshifu VMAXs, we can take out Shadow Riders. Really, probably the backbone of most decks. And I think it's a promo card too. Excadrill looking like a, ooh, look at me, I'm scary. Nothing crazy. Adverse Jaws on Durant are paralyzed. Not just really nothing. This Durant is really not nothing. This Genesect is broken. I have read this card. This is like a full disclaimer. I've seen this card everywhere. This card is probably the best card in this set. Fusion System, once during your turn, before you attack, you may draw cards from your deck until the number of cards equals the number of fusion Pokemon you have in play. So, usually, it doesn't even say like limited to one Genesect, so you could play like a bunch of Genesects. Get your board filled up with Fusion Strike Mons. Basically, just keep drawing cards until you refresh your hand. Play down a bunch of cards, attach your energy to your supporter, refresh your hand again. Almost always, you can end your turn with 6 cards in hand, which is a little bit nuts to think about on an ability. Yeah, and then Technoblast MMC is also like a very low energy cost, big beater again attack here. And if you have Mew, you can copy this. And yeah, Togedemaru, everybody roll out. Okay, everybody's not rolling out. Everybody's chilling out right now. Meltan. Oh, these are like I guess one of our second or third Meltan cards we've seen ever because this is new. Nothing crazy. Ingot Swing, MCC 80, and then no abilities. Interesting. It's single strikes. So that could be something potentially. Corviknight Stage 2. Do we have a Corvisquire in this set? I don't think we did. Metal Steel Wing, 30 less, and then 160. Nothing nuts. Red Assist. You may attach a Psychic from one of your hand to one of your Latios, so it works in tandem with the Latios. Red Psychic. Why did I say red? Fire Psychic colorless during your next turn. Prevent all damage and design from a VMAX Pokemon. But most things do have Shred, so we think that's kind of cool, but also Boss's Orders. Blue Assist is attaching Psychic that way. So Water Psychic colorless. 210, discard 2. So this I think has more potential than this, and these are both Fusion Strike commands. So you can play them in like a Fusion Strike toolbox, or use Toxicity, or use Gorbis, stuff like that. Kind of cool. Gumi, cool art, upwards angle. Nothing here, nothing here. Slimy Room on Goodra. As long as your opponent's in your active, your opponent must attach an energy card from their hand. They must flip a coin if tails. Wow, that's really funny. I think this card is absolutely garbage and competitive, but I think for like a really funny deck or like a budget deck, this would be really fun to watch. Like Slimy Room and just see like what happens. Like Crushing Hammers, Rugged Helmets, stuff like that. Very funny. Dunsparce. Each player's colors Pokemon has no weakness. I don't think colors is even relevant right now, but if it ever gets relevant, Wonder Burrow would be a pretty insane ability. This art is bonkers. I love this Smeargle art. I love this Smeargle art. Trash sketch. Choose 2 Fusion Strike Tanners and put them into your hand. So we'll see what that actually entails in a second here, actually. Skitty Leap out. Meddler. Put a Delcatty card. If this was an ability, I think it'd be way better. If this was like an ability on Delcatty, I'd probably play it. But as an attack, it's not. What a cute bunny. Find a friend. Ah, jeez. How do you become that? He's like, hey, what's a buzz? Hammer and take down nothing. Greedent V. This guy is hoarding the berries. Look at that. There's so many berries. They're flying everywhere. Body Slam, Greedy Fangs. Nothing crazy. What is this? Oh, my lord. Greedent V Max. Big Stalks. 30 plus. 30. If your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, take 2 more prize cards. This could work with the Cursula from earlier where it puts them on the bench, puts the 3 damage counters. So you go do that, 1 turn, they have 3 damage counters left. If they don't VMAX, I guess, you just boss it up the next turn and then you big stocks it and take 4 prize cards, which is pretty nuts actually. But it's a really high maintenance strategy to work out. But it's really funny to make it work. Rookidee, Corvisquire. There are Rookidees in Corvisquires in this set. I guess I thought they were going to be metal. Okay, maybe I'm just stupid. Nothing crazy. Oh, here are the items. Cross Receiver. You must play 2 Cross Receiver at the same time. It's a VS Seeker. Put a Pokemon or supporter from a discard pile into your hand. You have to play both. There's no one-of effects on these cards. So it's basically like we're bringing back like custom catchers and there was something else that did something like this. I don't remember. But we're bringing these back, but there's no one-of effects, which makes them significantly worse than their counterparts or their predecessors. So yeah, but I guess Smeargle can kind of play into it by putting the items back into your hand to make it a play next turn, but I don't want to use an attack to get a VS Seeker back. That seems unfortunate. Cross Switcher is Guzma. This could be worth it. So you could like set up a Guzma play for the end of the game. Battle VIP Pass. Damn, I can't believe Pokemon introduced a Battle Pass. I can't wait to get the gold version of this card just for my collection. You may use this item card only on your first turn. Okay. So take up 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench, then shuffle your deck. Okay. Okay. It's basically like a Bridget Light, but you can only go use it if you're on your first turn. So you have to find a way to search it, which is hard because drizzles and stuff only apply on turn 2. I don't know. I think you could reasonably see this make sense. This could reasonably see play. Would I cut consistency cards for it? No. Will I try? Yes. Power tablets. These are electro powers for Fusion Strike. This is also a card I think will definitely give Fusion, like the Meloetta, the Latios, like some more leverage to do stuff. And even Hoopa or Mew. And Genesect. Sponge Gloves. This is definitely a SpongeBob reference. If you're Ball Bass, get your cheeks clapped, is what I'm saying here. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active water type Pokemon. Okay, whatever. Grand Bell of Remembrance. Pokemon VMAX is knocked out, then search your deck for a card, put it in your hand. This is actually a really cool trainer tool, whatever. Because you can basically set up a Raihan for next turn, get the boss guarantee for game next turn. Like, you can set up some checkmate scenario with Grand Bell of Remembrance, making Scrapper and Jammer both more efficient in the format. Really cool. I like this. Sydney, from the Hoenn Elite Four, I believe. Your opponent reveals their hand and discard up to 2 Stadium special or tools you find there. Okay. Special energy is cool. Tool does not make sense. Stadium is not really relevant either. But I guess like if you get like a path and like, I don't know, like a rapid energy, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if you can get like a hand lock deck going. Alessa's Sparkle. Choose up to your Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. For each Pokemon you choose, search your deck for Fusion Strike energy and attach to that Pokemon. That's really good. You can basically get a supporter to set up Meloetta. And like it's an energy attachment from deck, which is really, really good. It's not from hand, it's not from discard, it's literally just straight from the deck, so you're thinning at the same time. You're getting 2 energy attachments onto the board. Pretty crazy. Like, turn 1, you could be attacking, like, very quickly, having 3 Fusion Strike energies in play, 3 energies in play in general. Good card. Very good card. Dancer, draw 2 cards. If it's your first turn going second, draw 3 more cards. Okay. That's, yeah, alright. Is Chili, Sillin, and Crest. Search your deck for 3 Fusion Strike Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand. This effectively searches out your entire engine, your attacker, because we can get the Genesect, you can get the Mew, you can get whatever else you want. And then you can use the Genesects to continue drawing cards. It doesn't say 3 different, so you get like 3 Genesects even, and use those to draw cards as well. So this is a really cool card for Fusion Strikes. Skate Park, whenever the active Pokemon retreats, put the basic energy pack into your hand instead of that. Discard. Okay. And then Fusion Strike Energy is just the rainbow energy for fusions. And this card, the Pokemon this card is attached to isn't affected by abilities from your opponent's Pokemon, which means quick shooting, most importantly. I guess quick shooting is the most important thing, actually. I don't think there's anything else that really is a relevant ability right now. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am very excited to see new cards. I'm very excited to share my thoughts with you guys, build new decks. I hope you guys are all enjoying the content. We are really close to 3,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button down below. And if you guys are enjoying the content, remember to go to this next video over here. Here. One of these 2 places, there will be a video to go to next. Enjoy that video. Keep clicking, keep enjoying. And we will start some series coming up soon. I have a lot of projects in the works. Unfortunately, the one that I wanted to work on really a lot with you guys kind of fell through. The idea is still there. I just need a partner to do it with. So if you guys have a content creator suggestion, leave them in the comments below and why they would be a good fit for a weekly battle series. And I'll explain the premise of it when we get to that bridge. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.